the first startup is Bloom Coding, and the rules of this pitching slot is the same as of our all pitching slots. 3 minutes for the pitch and 4 minutes for questions from the judges. There is a timer on the prompter here, and you can see 7 minutes. I will not be interrupting you, so check your time, and when 7 minutes is up, you're down from the stage. Good luck.
Thank you. Meet Bloom Coding, a fully digital online coding school for kids. We focus on the key driver of educational outcomes, retention. So what do we do for that? One, our kids are building VR and augmented reality experiences, and that's how they learn how to code, by deeply engaging them with the most immersive and captivating experience that kids love today. Secondly, we are the only digital coding school worldwide to actually send home EdTech toys. Kids get home an augmented reality cube that they get to hold in the palms of their hands to experience their own creations, enhancing and enable curiosity for much more longer periods of time. Bloom Coding is a retention-focused coding school for kids because we believe that retention maximizes skill development, particularly in coding. We've designed an experience that lasts for more than 2 years across multiple age categories. And that is why we are proud to have today one of the highest retention rates in the market, 60% higher than the competitive market in the CEE region, running at 1.5 years of lifespan, striving towards 2 years. We've been massively successful in 3 CEE geographies, trusted by more than 1,500 families, capturing significant MRR growth with only 100,000 in pre-seed capital raised. We're a startup story from the rising ecosystem of Moldova, having been on 5 demo day stages, winning all of them, and having raised one of the top funding rounds and the biggest EdTech funding round in the small ecosystem of Moldova. We're also valued and trusted by local governments and institutions that enable sponsorships for disadvantaged kids to study at Bloom Coding, enhancing our ability to attract non-dilutive capital. The team that stands behind it is unique. We are the only team in this entire niche space worldwide to actually come from a teaching background. Today, we're around 30 people, and we're supported by advisors such as Dan Oros, who also supports FlowXAI, which has just raised 35 million Series A. We are deeply motivated to support this new internet-native generation of parents that have a global mindset shift in the face of IT skill gaps. We want to support these families to reach the best and brightest future for their children. And that's why we're playing in a heating 14 billion market worldwide and on track to dominate the SEE and CEE regions. We're scaling through 3 acquisition channels and paid ads. We also sell into companies, to employees, parents that have kids, and we also get sponsorships that sponsor kids to study at Bloom Coding. Our business model is very simple, a monthly subscription price for small group classes that happen once a week, for our hardware kits, and for our asynchronous learning platforms. In 2023, we're on track to hit 1.5 million ARR, and we're supported by funds like Credo and Innova, who trust our global ambition to capture significant market share in North, Latin America, and the MENA region by 2025. Today, we're looking to develop relationships for our upcoming Series A next year and develop partnerships. This was Emil, this was Bloom Coding, and we thank you.
Okay, can you hear me? Yeah. So congratulations on the pitch. I think it was very smooth, and
Thank you.
That's a lot of information. I have a question about the business model part. Like you're saying, you're doing the one-on-one classes or 1 to 4 classes. I understand that it totally makes sense in terms of putting the focus on the student, but at the same time, isn't there a challenge with the scalability? Because if you're doing 1-to-1 classes versus 1 to 4 classes, like you have to have enormous amount of teachers to kind of serve. So while I fully understand the education and all the things looks great, the only probably challenge I'm seeing is kind of the size of the classes, amount of teachers versus amount of students.
Thank you for this great question. We have 2 responses to that. So when we think in terms of mass scalability, what does it take to reach 10,000 students? We have an answer to that. What we're doing today and what we're developing today is our own proprietary bootcamp to transform non-coders with soft skills in teaching into beginner coding teachers, giving them a career opportunity immediately after graduating at Bloom Coding. And we have a massive amount of great teachers out there that we can teach beginner level coding. Then secondly, up until Series B, we don't even worry about that. We have almost 3,000 student graduates in Moldova finishing up technical universities that give us enough capacity to supply thousands of monthly active students.
Just to add on this, you have around 1 million STEAM students in Central Eastern Europe, so you even have bigger capacity.
Exactly.
Okay, I have a question regarding scalability as well. Like, how hard is to open a new markets? Because you've proposed where you are going next. So how hard is it for you?
So far, we've been able to open 3 markets successfully, 1 market unsuccessfully. So we've developed a playbook on how to execute this within a couple months. Essentially, it's a question of localizing effectively. One of our angel investors is also the business owner of one of the biggest localization agencies worldwide. So we've answered that question. And then the next question is filling in and plugging in the local team. So we're building a local team, country manager led, and then the first layer of sales, HR, and customer support people. So once we get that going in a couple months, we can start scaling the operations.
Any other questions?
Okay, last questions from me. I'm missing a little bit about the team. I know you showed the team is with the educational background, but I'm more interested like what are the other competencies in the team? Not only the educational background, but like sales, instructions, business development, etc.
Of course. Right now, we're plugging in all those missing gaps in terms of C-level and head of departments. So we're adding capacities in those missing key functions, right? We've been able, with this young junior team, to scale up to this 30K MRR space. Right now, we're adding in these missing capacities. We're having advisors supporting us. We're building talent pipeline across the CEE. In terms of founding team, we've been able to build businesses in the past, also in education.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Our next presenter is Click School. Yes, you have already been on stage today. You have 3 minutes for pitch, 4 minutes for questions, and the timer is there. Good luck.
In 2021, there was a shortage of 40 million tech talents worldwide, and this is expected to double by 2030. And we have IT companies that want to hire people, but the education that they come with doesn't really apply to the real needs of the company, so they have to re-educate the candidates, do their own internship programs, and that can be quite expensive for IT companies. And on the other hand, there are a pool of people that have already a career in a different field. They want to reconvert to an IT one, but the courses, specifically the ones that guarantee employment, are very expensive. Click School trains people to start an IT career and then enables companies to easily locate the desired candidate. Click School is a platform. So for the student, it's 1 click away from all of the pre-recorded theoretical lessons. They can collaborate on projects, work in the teams, meet their mentors. And for the companies, we are a candidate pool where they can easily identify the right candidate for them. So what we do for students, it's a 4 months part-time courses taught live online. We have mentors with international experience. we simulate an agile working environment, this meaning that when they connect to the lessons, they do only coding and they learn the theoretical part by themselves. And we also offer full cycle career mentorship. And for the companies, we are the candidate pool friendly, way to identify the candidate, send them the test task, book an interview, and hire the ready to perform candidate. The business model for the B2C is either 14% after they get employed, 14% of their salary to cover the amount of 1,400 euros, or increment payment of 250 euros per month until they cover the amount of 1,000 euros. And we have our cost per acquisition in Moldova and Romania for 78 euros and a profit margin higher than 50%. We also do have a B2B business model, and it's based on the recruitment needs of the companies. There is a lot of competition, but we looked at our competitors to see if they offer full cycle career mentorship and how accessible they are, and Click School is the most accessible financially, time-wise, but additionally, we provide courses developed together with the IT companies. The biggest difference is the team. I'm Carolina, and I come with 7 years experience in product companies and also 10 years experience in education. I have my co-founder, Olga, who has 10 years experience in project management. And this is not our first company together. We didn't validate the idea in the first one, but we did validate as a team. We recruited Andrei later from UK, a self-taught senior engineer at the moment who developed the curricula, and Anna from Romania, who is leading our marketing department. A little bit to give you a background of a phase one is we launched a year ago. We are in Moldova and Romania, had 3 cohorts of students, have our own platform, and are moving to Armenia and Serbia this summer. But what we realized is that we were offering the same content to different people, and same content to different people leads to different results. And with the progress with everything that AI offers us and adaptive technology, it enabled us to meet learners where they are and to tailor the experience based on their needs. Meet Click. Click offers one-to-ones, immediate feedback, is there to offer instructions and challenge our students, offers contextual hints, makes educational content relevant for our individuals, and helps students progress at their own speed according to the learning needs and learning methods that our student needs. And what I'm showing you here right now are not our competitors, but is the proof of concept how AI was used and is used in education to make it successful. Desmos makes abstract math less abstract, it makes it more visual. Wolfram Alpha has the Einstein AI that answers kids' scientific questions. Carnegie Learning helps teachers with in-depth knowledge and in-depth insights about the students to help them design specific programs. We are raising 300,000 euros, and we have a commitment of 45 thanks to XY and Mosaic from Moldova to develop Click and to make him as responsive to the needs of our students as possible. Just to sum up, Click School trains with the support of AI people to start an IT career and enables company to easily locate the desired candidate. We have a market opportunity of 120 billion euros. We bootstrapped 13 months ago. We raised 45,000 euros, and we're looking right now for AI mentors and enthusiasts. Thank you, and let's connect.
Hi, you said something about the full work support.
Full career mentorship,
yeah,
yes.
Full career mentorship. So it was just like a one sentence, but it seems that you want to differentiate your company based on that. So I'm missing a little information about it because you focus on the IT school, which is topic known in many countries, but I'm just wondering, what are your differentiators? And besides the Click and the support, I would like to hear more about it.
Absolutely. First of all, we do the inverted class where students study theoretical part by themselves, and then when they connect, they do full coding from the first day, so it's 100% coding. What we do, we offer real skills and real labor market skills that they need right now, specifically because we developed curricula with IT companies, at the moment Moldova and Romania. So we teach them exactly what they need, and then with our partner companies, we hire these students. And what I showed you right now, that's the business model was changed so many times because we started 100% with study now, pay later. So all of the students had to be employed by us so we can return our investment. And we do with them a mentorship based on CV, LinkedIn, how to answer the questions. We do test tasks, and then this onboarding period is shorter for them when they are in the company. We counted it 2 months versus the 6 months induction period in IT companies because they pass through this internship with us, or like simulates and working agile environment. So that's what we offer.
Okay, I have a question regarding the AI adoption in your product. So it will be some kind of recommendation or recommendation for each of the students, or how does it work, and what's your experience in the field?
It will transform the students in its own mentor at what moment, and see how far the student can go and challenge itself. So it will answer. Imagine a class with 15 students, and right now we have classes with 15 students, and I'm blocked at a question. And if I'm blocked at a question, there is a chance that I'll get the answer, maybe later, or I'll not get it at all because I'm an introvert, maybe I don't even ask. The AI will answer straight away, but not with the answer itself, but with a hint. So you ask and ask till you get to understanding and can create a critical thinking and understand where was my problem and what blocked me, so I can get unblocked and solve the tech problem that I got.
Excuse me, we have run out of time. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Our next startup is Langley, and yes, welcome on stage. You have your clicker. 3 minutes for the pitch and 4 minutes for the questions. The floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Hello, everyone. My name is Vitaly Peterson, and I'm the serial entrepreneur. My best achievement for the moment is the product with more than $40 million downloads worldwide before the exit. But today I would like to talk to you regarding my new passion. Please meet Langley, the first storytelling game for adult English language learners. Sorry. We're operating on the great and very fast-growing market with the annual growth rate more than 24%. Our total addressable market for the moment is $14 billion. And there are more than 1.5 billion English language learners all around the globe. But unfortunately, about 80% of them fail to learn English due to the lack of motivation. But we know how to fix it. You will always need extra motivation to learn and never to play a game. Please meet Langley. The solution is very simple. You just play, learn, and get certified at the end. And we have an AI assistant to help you on your learning journey. We use a subscription-based business model for B2C market and annual license per student for B2B. We know that the market is highly competitive, but we are ready to compete with the Goliaths. We provide a unique combination of official Oxford English language course, social emotional learning techniques, and artificial intelligence assistant. Now we're on a stage when we are working on the grade A, and we are penetrating the US B2C market. And by the end of this year, we will start testing our product in 10 private schools in the United States, Middle East, and Latin America. The great plan is in the next 18 months to finish the B2 level, B2 grade, I mean, to translate our product into 22 different languages and to go to Europe and Asian markets. We have a great team of 27 actually team members. It's an old slide. We work together for several years and are covering the main necessities of the companies. So the software development is on our side, product development, product management, methodology is partially on our side and partially on the Oxford side. Our vision is to get the 35 million downloads, get the 35 million revenue, and get a market cap of $300 million till 2028. Current traction actually, as well as the situation is changing every day, so now we have 10,000 monthly active users, more than 30,000 downloads, and a great rating on the Apple App Store and Google Play Market. What have been done before? So we've invested more than $1 million, get the support, the technical support from Microsoft, 175K, and of course the Oxford University is our strategic partner. And the main thing is we have a great partner on the US B2B market, the company Global Expansion Strategies and Michael Spencer, a real professional in the US at tech with more than 30 years of experience. And they will help us to penetrate the US B2B market. We are fundraising, so our ask is $2 million for the next 18 months, 65% for product development and 35% for sales and marketing to get the first million downloads and create a profitable company. Thank you very much, and I'm ready for your questions.
Yes, so I have a question. You aim for the revenue that you showed us, but you've said that the product is free. So how do you plan to make the money?
Yeah, of course. First of all, I personally have about 12 years experience on the Apple App Store and the Google Play Market. So we know pretty well how to create funnels and sell subscriptions. So our B2C strategy is to sell subscriptions. The product will be a freemium model, so the game will be free to play, but we will charge for additional content, AI assistance, and of course, English language tests and possible certification.
You have a strong statement that you will succeed by putting gamification into the foreign language learning process. You're not the first one making that statement. How can you be sure that you will succeed over the others who tried?
We have a great experience on the Apple App Store and the Google Play Market. That's the first. So we know this market very well, and I know for sure that we don't need to be the first on the market to get the $300 million cap. That's the first. Of course, the combination and being the partner of Oxford University, we are providing a worldwide recognized methodology. And actually, the Oxford is a brand. And there is no necessity to explain someone what does it mean to learn in Oxford English. This is the best one in the world, #1.
Can anyone else actually do this, like the partnership with the Oxford University?
Yeah, of course, but it's very hard to obtain.
Okay, but it's not exclusive, and yeah.
Yeah, of course, it's not exclusive, but it's very hard to obtain. And the most crucial thing is to gamify a classic Oxford course.
That makes sense. Actually, is there a need for or like a requirement from the users for certifications in this area of gamified apps?
Well, what do you mean by?
Like if the customers actually want this thing?
Yeah, of course. We've spent more than 1 year in marketing research. Thank you.
You can follow up with the question after the slot. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Our next startup is Pinky CyberSafe, and we have the presenter here. Yes, here's the clicker, microphone. 3 minutes of the pitch and 4 minutes of the questions. You have the timer, and the stage is yours.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Alena. I'm presenting today Pinky CyberSafe. 50% of cyber attacks are directed towards micro, small, and medium enterprises. That's a scary number. But what is even more frightening is the consequences of that. This actually means that 1 out of 10 companies will be attacked in the next 1 to 2 years. Companies will lose money, will lose reputation, will lose legal suits from angry customers who are absolutely not happy that their data has been stolen. In fact, some of you already may have been hacked, you just don't know about it yet, and you are just to suffer these consequences. We are here to solve that, to help you stay alert and face this threatening environment. How does it work? It is embedded in Internet Service Provider solution. Instead of selecting basic Internet package, you select Advanced Cybersecurity, and you are given access to our platform where you go through a very simple onboarding process that doesn't require a lot of technical knowledge, and then you are guided step by step in detecting your main vulnerabilities and selecting a way how to address them in the best possible manner. Yeah, sorry, it's the wrong presentation, apparently. Yeah, so our market, our estimated market is quite big. We are looking at potential 20,000 customers only in our test market in Moldova. In Romania, the number is much bigger. Worldwide, is just overwhelming. Still, there are zero solutions that are designed directly and specifically for micro, small, and medium enterprises. Our competitive advantage analysis shows that our position is very strong because of our easy-to-use interface and very competitive price offer. We are looking at the business model B2B2B revenue share, where our internet service providers are also value-added resellers who receive additional services. And our end customers have a very accessible offer, as I mentioned, but also they're still getting the tools that they need to stay alert and stay protected. Our road to market relies on two main things: onboard as many internet service providers as possible and raise awareness for end customers. Our team brings a lot of expertise to the table, starting from the obvious cybersecurity, including offensive cybersecurity, software engineering, and to less obvious like legal and compliance expertise. Our road so far was not so big. We are quite young, but we already attracted a lot of attention from different types of partners. We won a grant last year from UNDP. We signed a pre-agreement with one of the biggest internet service providers in Moldova, but our ambitions are very big. We are looking to onboard at least 15 internet service providers by the end of 2027 to have a 30 million revenue, and why not be sold to the biggest internet service provider or to a specific hardware manufacturer. We are looking for 1 million investment that will be divided between building capacity of our cybersecurity team, R&D capacity, and continue investing in our best-in-class UI UX. We are also looking for partnership with internet service providers. Thank you for your attention, and please join us in our quest of making the cyberspace safer.
Thank you for the presentation. You showed the numbers about the small, medium enterprises. I'm just wondering, because in my head, small, medium enterprises, or the smaller they are, the more they use Google, Gmail, whatever. I don't see any specific tools that might be interested. I'm missing a little bit. How can you help them? What is the average tool that they're using? Where do you want to target them? And why they will choose you? Because I'm just wondering how much those small and mediums are aware about the cyber threat.
Thank you. That's a very good question. This is actually one of the biggest problems. The companies are not aware. So this is one of our ways to market, to make them aware, talk as much as possible about cybersecurity, participate in as many events as possible. But also, we are seeing a trend here that this situation is changing because a lot of attention is directed towards this fear from international partners, from different types of donors. They are investing in the awareness question. We are investing in partnership with internet service providers and offering at first only a very simple addition to their usual service that they use. They all use internet, they all have connection, they all have business packages from their internet service providers. Why not make a step further and make this connection secure and have more options to protect yourself, understand better the threat environment that's out there? I can talk a lot about this, but I'll just keep it short.
Thanks. Any more questions from the judges?
Actually, I had the same question. So, My question is there some hardware required on
Yes.
the side of the customers?
Yes, we can actually do what we want to do in two ways. Either break in like a hacker, but of course, this is not the way to do it, or do it from the inside, like, for example, is done the internal vulnerability assessment, using a hardware. And this is the second reason why we are partnering with ICPs, because they already use hardware. They install routers on client premises. We install our agent on those routers, and we have permission from the client to just go inside the network and do all the things that we promise them to do.
Okay, thanks.
Anything else? You still have 1 minute to maybe say something about your startup. Would you like to use it?
Well, I have a lot of things to say, but I know that you are already on a tight schedule, so I'll just pass it on to the next one.
Okay, thank you very much. We have the last startup for this slot, and it's called Self-Talk. Yes, we have the presenter here. Here's your clicker, microphone, 3 minutes of the pitch, and 4 minutes of the questions. The floor is yours.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. We all in this room have a lot of things in common, and one of it is the victory of getting through the tough and stressful times of COVID. And I'm sure that one realization all of us had was that before inventing a new coding platform or saving the world, we have to deal with our own thoughts and emotions. And this is exactly what we deal with at Self-Talk. My name is Dan, and I'm the CTO of Self-Talk. The problem we have identified is that employees who feel anxiety, stress, or addictions, they have a decrease of 35% of performance in the workplace. And this problem was reported by 44% of employees globally, which is linked to a decrease of 25% in shareholder return. The solution we have is an audio therapy, a highly customized audio therapy, which is offered in 3 simple steps. First, you select the challenging life area. Second, you select the negative emotion you feel inside that life area. And third, you select the positive emotion you would like to feel instead. And as a result, on the fly, we generate an audio, which is what a therapist would say to you. Our solution is based on 12 years research led by Harvard, which proved that this improves decision-taking by 90% and increased sales by 37%. Obviously, we wanted to test this, so we had a pilot team of 7 salespeople in 2022, and we applied positive psychology and managed to increase their sales numbers by 36%. Our unique selling proposition is the fact that our therapy is always available to you in your pocket at a very low cost, and all our content is curated by psychologists. Our business model is B2B and is targeting the IT market, the sales team, and employee wellness programs. The market we are targeting at the moment is the UK startups and IT industry. Our competitor analysis basically shows that our competitors don't offer custom therapy which is generated. Mostly you'll get a booking with a therapist, or maybe a generic meditation, or maybe some kind of augmented journaling. So far, the traction we had is we have developed our proof of concept at the Draper Accelerator, and we tested it with 3 companies at 300 users. And in 2023, we launched our app in a closed beta with 50 users, and we tested our wellness program, which comes with it, with 2 companies. What we ask is intro to potential clients who care about the mental health of their employees, product market fit advising, and of course, we are waiting for seed investors by the end of this year. Thank you. And also, since I have a bit more time, this is my co-founders. All of us have experience in the entrepreneurship and startup industry before starting the startup.
Thanks. You got me a little lost, because at the beginning you were talking about the mental wellness, and then you switched into the sales increase, and I'm not sure what that app is for.
Yeah, so basically the link between how we help employees regulate their emotions and thoughts directly leads to sales increase. And our tests in the proof of concept phase was with sales teams. So we were generating our audio therapy for them manually before having the app, and we managed to see their sales increase by 36%.
Okay, so on the competitive analysis slide, you showed a lot of companies. There's probably a couple of additional more, but The question is, like, if in one sentence you would say, okay, why are you better than the others, or why are you different than the others? Yeah.
Sure. Basically, it's like meeting a person, a therapist, and telling him at any hour of a day that this is my problem, please help me. And then immediately you get an answer.
And on the slide with the app, you actually mentioned that there's like 3 steps to get some kind of answer. Does it mean that actually you have to know a little bit about the psychotherapy before you are actually capable of, let's say, thinking, you know, that I will do the acceptance and blah, blah, blah. You know, it's like, if you don't know, and if you don't have any idea about it, then it wouldn't be harder for the, let's say, end user to understand what he's actually doing.
If I understood the question correctly, you're basically saying, if we don't know the details of the problem, how can we help the user? Well, the thing is that the cognitive behavioral therapy tools are applicable universally. So even though the user usually thinks that his problem is very specific and no one on earth knows how to solve it, actually the cognitive behavioral therapy has like a general answer and techniques which works for everyone. And also, we are working with a team of psychologists which basically always like enforce our knowledge and prepare our content and curate it.
So it's like I'll go for, let's say, 3 if then.
Kind of.
Okay.
Any more questions? We still have more than 1 minute. Do you want to share anything else?
Yes, definitely. So we have documented our algorithm in our book, which we launched in the beginning of this year. And also, we are currently preparing for having our closed beta with the first B2B customers. We are just preparing the last bits and pieces of our content to do that.
That's it. Amazing. Thank you very much.